Hello, I'm Ghostefana and I like to share unpopular video game opinions. If you enjoy this video, then please do hit subscribe and click on that notification bell too. In this video, I want to take a look at, in my opinion, one of the most interesting characters in Fallout 4, Conrad Kellogg, and explain why I think he's not quite the evil monster that the game tries to make out. Spoilers are naturally ahead for Fallout 4. Now, I admit, the first time we meet Kellogg, he shoots our wife in the head and then steals our baby. Okay, we're off to a bad start. But when we wake up many years later, the sole survivor heads off on a journey to try and find our son and, in turn, Kellogg. After tracking him down, we kill him following a short conversation, but sometime after, through the use of his memories, we see the events that led up to this point and witness the trauma that he has suffered in his life. Firstly, Kellogg was raised in an abusive household. His father was an evil man that abused Kellogg's mother. Kellogg eventually moved away, largely from the guilt of not being able to protect his mother, and he became a mercenary and quickly developed a reputation for his ruthless ability. However, he soon fell in love, married, and had a child, but here comes trauma number 2. Both his wife and child were murdered by bandits, leaving Kellogg emotionally crippled and full of hate. Fast forward several years, Kellogg meets the Institute and begins to work for them. He also has his life preserved by them through their technology, therefore he owes them quite a lot, so it's unsurprising that he follows their orders to the letter. That dark backstory has molded Kellogg into an emotionless killer. He's almost less human than the Institute's synths, and this brings us to the brutal murder of the sole survivor's husband/wife. Yes, it was cold, but it was serving a purpose. Shaun was part of a larger plan, of which Kellogg likely knew about. The sole survivor's partner wasn't. Without Kellogg's interference, he or she would have died anyway, like the other members of Vault 111. Now, on the face of it, that's very dark, but it was an order. Throughout the game, the sole survivor makes some very morally questionable decisions, often player dependent, and yes, from memory, we don't murder anyone in cold blood, but there's several things we do which just seems, from a certain perspective, could be deemed as evil. Just ask yourself this: would Elder Maxine, Desdemona, or Shaun himself do what Kellogg did if it helped their cause? Of course they would. The game tries to paint Kellogg as this real monster, but he's actually not explored anywhere near enough as he should be. I wish there was a way in which the sole survivor could meet Kellogg and actually forgive him, and then Kellogg joins our cause as a means of redeeming himself. Kellogg and the sole survivor's story are somewhat similar. Both lost their loved ones through a faction's orders. If we could have known that at first, we could have appealed to that side of him. Imagine how great it would have been to assault the Institute with Kellogg at our side. Now, be clear, I'm in no way saying that Kellogg is a saint, but is anyone in the Fallout world? Most of these survivors have survived because they've had to do some very bad things. Kellogg is no exception and remains one of the best crafted characters in the whole game. Let me know what you think in the comments, and if you like this video, please do hit subscribe. Thank you.